in different contexts, facilitator means different things. So a facilitator in some contexts is really that person who kind of keeps the meetings, kind of on track and gets the group to an outcome. And I think that's a lot of people's experience with a facilitator, especially like in the corporate context. And then there's, kind of a spectrum to facilitation, and maybe, probably a little bit more familiar in terms of the concept of facilitation that we are exposed to is that facilitator who can actually create the conditions, the conditions of security, of safety, of inclusion, and of connection, that then unleashes, motivation and creativity. And that brings you to, an outcome for a group. The facilitator is really tuned into that group dynamic and the group process. And what I've seen is that, so just for example, I was just doing a conference the other day where I was talking about teachers and facilitation. And, if you think about the role of a teacher, traditional education would have like the teacher transmitting content to students. And the facilitator would be creating the conditions for learning to take place, for deeper learning to take place. And the two can be combined and, to be a facilitative teacher, for example, just like you could combine a leader, in an organization who is, has a purpose, has an aim, has a direction, and they could either give instructions, to people on what those people should be doing to help the organization get to those aims, or they could create the conditions in which, the employees feel like they can contribute, that they can, influence, that they have experience that is valuable, that would take the company maybe even to a better outcome.